I'm Dr. Mitch Eisen, a forensic psychologist and a professor of psychology. Over the past 20 years, I've consulted on many hundreds of cases involving eyewitness memory. I run a graduate program in forensic psychology. And in addition to my work at the university, I get calls from lawyers almost every day looking for some sort of consultation. My general expertise is eyewitness memory and suggestibility. I grew up in Chicago. I grew up on the north side. I grew up near the ballpark, snuck into Wrigley Field on a regular basis, and leave school early and go catch a game. There were only day games then. I went to undergrad and studied law, but I'd taken a really cool psych class with this professor who turned me on to his view of the world. So I took another class with him, and I took another class with him. And before you knew it, I was hooked. I figured this is it for me. I'm gonna study psychology. I get out of school. I still wanted to be a rock star. Played in bands, but I kept my hand in psychology. And so I get my master's at the University of Chicago to help me go on to get a doctorate. At University of Miami. That's where I got my PhD. And then I graduate. I go work at a psychiatric hospital in Chicago. I actually got a federal grant. And I'm a non-academic, and I'm able to do a really large-scale study. So I go apply to be an academic, one in Miami and one in Los Angeles. I don't know a Cal State from a UC. I'm from Chicago. I'm sitting in the dean's office. He's got this beautiful window. It's February, crystal clear mountains. Most beautiful thing I ever saw. We're heading to California, right? And then we pulled the trigger and moved to Los Angeles. We have a program where folks come to get their master's who want to go on to get a PhD. We get them involved in our research related to psychology and the law. Cal State is a really interesting place. You got folks here who are crazy over the top, as good or better than any other school that you go to. And the cool thing about Cal State LA, that students have opportunities to do things here that you can never possibly do at a doctoral granting institution. So we're writing and publishing with our undergraduate and master's students. It's an amazing opportunity for them, and it's pretty cool for us. So I always write with my students. And we've had some success in changing public policy. We got a bill in front of the state Senate based on research. So they passed the bill. This is a real thrill, for the students who are involved. We just finished conducting another study. We really wanted to somehow reduce false identification and reduce the chances that they end up being falsely identified and, God forbid, wrongfully prosecuted. From when my boy was 7 until when my girl was 13, I was basically coaching full-time year-round baseball and softball. I feel so lucky to be part of my kids' lives. The picture of the moment I met my wife. It's right there. That is my son getting married. He got married during COVID. And my daughter, she did a live feed on the internet for everybody to attend the wedding. We love California and Arizona, the desert, so we're Southwest travelers, that's about it. I help put on the Student Research Symposium every year, where students across all disciplines, from the arts to the physical sciences, come and present their work. For most students, it's the first time they ever do a presentation at a conference. And it's an amazing experience, and it really shows off what we do best here at Cal State LA. This is where the cool stuff is going on. And these are the opportunities for folks who didn't even know they had these opportunities. This is what makes Cal State LA pretty special. And this is one of my great joys, because it touches my heart.